morning. Hey everybody. The tools in your toolbox. We're talking about that this morning from the perspective of what happened in Istanbul, Turkey overnight, and how that tends to shape the conversation surrounding the Brexit, the British exit from the European Union. And what we found is that people are people. These kinds of things are not going to stop, unfortunately. And I think most governments throughout the world now recognize that these kinds of activities, they're not going to stop. People are going to continue to effect mass shootings, extremism, religious extremism, political ideology extremism is going to continue no matter what we do in this world. I mean, it changes geography, it changes geopolitically, but essentially it comes back to the same thing. So wherever extreme religious thought or extremism of thought, whether it's religious, whether it's politics, whether it's social, those kinds of things always breed this kind of anarchist environments in society. So it's not going to end. It was France, it was Orlando, no, it's Istanbul, it's going to be Brussels again, it's going to be somewhere, it's going to be Copenhagen, it's going to be in Finland, it's going to be in London, it's going to be somewhere else. It's going to be New York. It's going to be somewhere else. So the thing to do, now is the time when we have to really start paying attention to our rhetoric and to the religious fervor and the political ideologies that we subscribe to. And yes, we all have our rights. But have you noticed that in keeping your rights sometimes kind of knocks you up? But anyway, this morning I wanted to talk about the tools in your toolbox. Years ago, I wrote a blog. My name is Harriet Cammock. I'm a writer. I'm a speaker. And I'm also a talk show host. And I wrote a blog called The Tools in Your Toolbox. Morning, hey. And what I found was I used to run. I used to run when I was young. And I thought I couldn't run because, you know, I grew up in a mountainous country where everything was up and down. And what I found was in order for me to make the finish line on the track, I discovered that everything I needed to make it to that finish line, I was born with. So I had the equipment, I had the legs to run, I had the lungs to run, I had the lungs that had the capacity to expand and breathe with wind coming at you. And so when I applied that to real life, I discovered that everything that you are going to be in life, everything that you want to be in life, you were born with. We're not developed. Our gifts are within us. Our talents are within us. We were born this way. What happens is over time, we discover it. So the process of self-discovery is ours, really. We're the ones who are the gift. When you determine and decide and discover that there's this gift in you, that's when you win. So everything you need to survive life, whether you need tenacity, whether you need the capacity to withstand severe trauma, whether you need a skill to get you through, if you were born to be an engineer, if you were born to be a pilot, if you were born to be a teacher, if you were born to be a politician, and like me, you were born to be a speaker, I found out that these gifts were given to me at birth. When I look back over my life, it's no wonder that I'm talking for a living. It's no wonder that I talk, whether I'm on radio or whether I stand in front of a group of people. It shouldn't be amazing because I've always talked. When I was in school, I was always the leader. I was always representing people. It was always my voice that represented people. I was always advocating on behalf of people. Those were indicators of what is to come. So what am I saying? If you look within your path, what you will discover is that the gifts and the tools that you need to win, they're already within you. They already exist. This is why I say all the time, if you want to know what kind of business to go into, find your hobby. Find the thing that you do effortlessly, that you do seamlessly, without having any kind of prior knowledge or without having any kind of expertise in the area or without having any kind of exposure to formal education in that area. For me, I didn't go to journalism school. I didn't go to school to learn to speak. It was just something that came naturally. From I was a child, I would always stand up before people to speak from I was at the earliest I can remember. So it was a gift. I just didn't know it, and the people around me didn't know it enough to recognize that it was a gift, and so to stir it up, to train it up, and to tell me these things that you're now hearing from me. So today, discover the tools in your toolbox, and know this, that everything you need to win at this game of life, you already have it. You were born with it. Baby, you were just born this way. Everything you need to win is in your toolbox. Now go write that book, put that CD out there, go to school if you have to finish something, but go do that project. Because you were born to win this, and this you can do. The tools are already in your toolbox. This is Harriet Cammock. Join us later on the Harriet Cammock Show. Go to my website, www.theexodusfoundation.com. Make a donation for us. Also, invite me to speak at your next event. Pass the word along. Tell somebody else that you watch me on Periscope and that you enjoy what I say, and you see me on Instagram. Tell somebody else. And go to harrietcammock.org or mainexpression.com and get it going. The tools are already in your toolbox. Win. Thank you so much, everybody. The best is yet to come.